Welcome back. One person at a time, one opportunity at a time. A local man is using his own life struggles to help others succeed. New this morning, Becky Farr is live to explain. She has this Positively North Dakota story. Hi, Becky.
Good morning, Tim. Chris Bays is the convention center manager at the Clarion Hotel here in Minot. He's worked his whole life to achieve what some people would have said is an unlikely story.
I just felt like if I can touch just one more person and just make a difference, and that's why I do what I do.
Years ago, Chris Bays wouldn't speak that sentence. He couldn't. He faced a lot of challenges. He was mute until he was about 10, but didn't really speak full sentences until early adulthood. It was thanks to his first job as a waiter that he finally started to come out of his comfort zone.
I think it was that a moment that someone took a chance in me is what brought me to where I am today. And so I try to give that back to every single employee here.
Fast forward to where he is today, a manager at the Clarion Hotel.
How are you doing today?
Wonderful.
Wonderful.
He said he sees a lot of people in the same boat that he was once in.
You know, when you see someone with a disability, if it's a physical, mental, or whatever, but the most important thing to me is to make them feel normal and to understand where they're coming from, which I do in a lot of cases.
So how does he do that? By giving them the same chance that he was once given.
My GM, or all the way down to my dishwashers, to my janitorial staff. It takes everyone to make this place function, and there's no one over anyone else.
His general manager, by the way, is someone very close to him.
Of course, I get to work with my wife, and she's my rock.
Bays' admiration for his wife is, of course, mutual, both in and out of the workplace. And she's not the only one to notice his efforts.
Our employees pick up on that, and they see it, and, you know, you lead by example.
Bays still has his battles, but they're what keeps him going every day. He's found ways to overcome those battles, even to the extent of doing stand-up comedy or hosting work conferences, speaking to hundreds of people at a time. Tim, I really love his overall message. He told me that when it comes down to it, he just feels like it's his duty now to give people a chance and cater jobs to their abilities rather than their disabilities.
And I think about that first job as a waiter, that must have taken a lot of courage for him to pursue that.
Yeah.
And just what an inspiration to see him helping others kind of reach that same level. That's wonderful. Thank you, Becky.